What I enjoy about the dynamic between Q and Bond is that they're sort of polar opposites. Um, but I feel there's this kind of mutual respect, curiosity about the other, you know, because they're so different. And there's a kind of there's a special kind of longing or curiosity about the thing that's so different that you recognize in the other person. I suppose, to put it sort of crudely, they're kind of brains and brawn, although it's not quite that clear cut. But yeah, there's and it's sort of playful, and you know, Bond tests Q's patience frequently, but there's affection and concern, you know, genuine concern there. I mean, I think the film begins with all of us at MI6 not really expecting Bond to appear at all. We think he's gone and is retired. So everything that unfolds is very unexpected for all of us. Moneypenny feels like this kind of amazing sort of centre. There's this beautiful, powerful, quite still centre around which other people, in Q included, get sort of more panicked or more stressed. But she's always very still and clear, and always sees very quickly what's going on, what needs to be addressed, and I really like that. I think that that's also quite a lot of Naomi, and it's another nice thing that more of us as people gets kind of poured into these characters, which I think is lovely. Well, I just think he's a brilliant actor who's brought himself to this character. I mean, that's all you can really hope for. And he's just made, I think, an indelible stamp upon it. And it's got a lot of Daniel in it, you know. And it's a very, very different incarnation of the character to the ones that preceded it, and whoever comes next will have the freedom to do the same thing. And I think that's another thing that sort of makes the series remain fresh and alive, and makes people still want to come and see it, is that this character can kind of morph and encompass new qualities and characteristics. But I think Daniel's been really remarkable in bringing it into the 21st century, and really central and very clever, actually, in the way he's done that. Whilst obviously all the time being very aware of the extraordinary history of it, and how to kind of always acknowledge those things that people want from a Bond film. Well, they're just lovely, and I don't know, I mean, I just feel so sort of lucky and thrilled to be a part of this thing. I mean, still I feel that. And it's so interesting because I think people ask me what it's like to be involved in a Bond film, and I think people feel like it must be this enormous machine, and then of course it is enormous. And enormous numbers of people are involved in making it, but it always feels small and close-knit and like a family, and that you're cared for, and they're interested in what you have to offer, you know. That's so special, really. Something that's really interesting to me is that obviously the world, in many ways, has changed. I mean, obviously it's changed enormously since the first Bond films, but even since the last Bond film, even since Spectre, the world has changed. And in extraordinary ways, and, you know, to do with gender, and to do with sexual politics, and to do with technology, and to do with politics in general, and world events. And so I think there's a real intrigue about how you're going to make this relevant now. How do you move with the times? How do you reflect the times? How do you keep riding that wave, you know, so that it doesn't become something outdated, outmoded? I think that's what people are intrigued about, and I am too. I think it has to evolve in order to stay relevant.